Miss USA or former Miss USA, right?
Yes. Chelsea Christ, Miss USA 2019. Her sudden death, it's still under investigation, but people
How old was she?
30 years old. 30 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Committed suicide,
She did,
I think,
yes.
Yeah.
is the
and
it's very, very tragic. Very, very tragic. Very successful woman, smart, beautiful, an attorney. She really made a life for herself and an advocate for mental health. And so for her to commit such an action, it's very shocking. Very shocking. And I think everybody's just very surprised. Very surprised because
really,
it's just
She
unexpected.
seemed like she
really
had
sad.
everything going for her. I mean,
Right,
she
right.
just was. She was working for Extra, which is like a entertainment celebrity program. If you're not familiar, and I feel like she was making history because it was historic. The fact that she was one of 4 Black women to be holding the awards that she was holding in the pageant industry. I mean. Yeah, it was her, and then I wrote down some of the other names. Miss America, Nia Franklin, Miss Teen USA, Kaylee Garris, and then Miss Universe, I'm sorry, I'm not going to pronounce this right, Zazabini Tunzi.
Yes, yes.
So she was she also, I thought this was really interesting. She was the oldest
Miss USA.
Miss
At
USA.
28 years old.
Really?
Age
At 20 years old.
28,
Yeah, she made history.
And then,
That's true.
and then the other nuts thing is she held the record for the longest reigning victor of Miss USA. Because of COVID, she got to hold that title for
Right, 'cause it was 2019.
557 days, which is the longest anyone
Right.
has ever been Miss USA.
Wow.
crazy.
That
Wow.
is crazy.
Yeah, so just so sad.
It's
so
really
sad.
sad. It's just so tragic. It really is.
I also saw that she wrote a note to her mom after it all, and it's just so sad.
It's just so sad.
Because
It's so
to me,
sad.
it's so surprising. I would almost guess foul play before I would guess that she would jump to her death from a skyscraper, much less.
I mean,
And
I think
it's so sad.
it's so crazy. I mean, her being even an advocate for mental health, she shared her experiences with law school and getting her MBA, and how so much pressure and so much work can get, of course, overwhelming naturally. And so she spoke about that.
Yeah.
And so it's just, again, I just can't get over it. It's just so sad. She had her whole life made. I mean, what a promising person. I mean, she did everything. She was 30 years old. She had her whole life ahead of her. And
sad.
it's important to know your loved ones, and if you see anything weird or strange, it's important to have those conversations. I mean, it's so sad. Maybe, and it goes to show what she posted on Instagram and what you saw. We didn't know what happened behind closed doors. We didn't know what was happening in her mind, and it's scary. It's scary.
Yeah.
You just never know.
You never know what is happening to people,
in their private
In their
lives.
private
Exactly.
life.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
This is why sometimes we have to be kinder with each other. We have to be understanding that not because the person that they maybe was wrong or something, we all make mistakes.
Absolutely.
And not to judge and not to make that little part worse.
Exactly.
Because maybe you, not knowing, are putting that person in a darker place.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
So
Absolutely.
sometimes, even though it's hard, because it's hard sometimes when you are, I don't know, going to the grocery store and somebody bumps into you and you are like, oh, this guy, why he didn't
He's
say
such
sorry.
a jerk. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But you also don't know if that person is going through something in their mind,
Yeah.
so through a dark place where he didn't even notice you or she,
Yeah. Yeah.
but it's because it's deep in there.
Absolutely.
So we have to understand that we have to be kinder and we have to cheer each other,
Be
like
less to judge and
Less to judge.
build
for sure.
up.
Yeah.
It's hard
It's very
because
sad.
you are also having your own problems,
Yeah.
Right.
but you
exactly.
cannot just
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
jam it in other people.
It's a friendly reminder to, like you're saying, to have compassion towards others, to be understanding towards others, because you never know what people are going through in their personal life. And just check up on your loved ones. I think it's important, again, to if you see anything different, anything, it's important to have those conversations and to seek help.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
feel like
Those-
if you are having those feelings or you know anyone who's having those feelings, definitely call the suicide
Lines.
Hotline.
prevention lifeline, because it's never too late to talk to someone or ask for help. So.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Yeah.
leave the links down below for you to check it too, just in case.
Yeah.
It's important.
It's important.
Okay.
Mental health is important.
So rest in peace for her.
Yes.
All right.
It is.
Okay.
Well, changing gears.
It is a little bit
Changing
hard.
gears.
You know,
It's
like,
hard.
hard topic.
It
and
really is a hard talk. It's very real. That's why.
it is very real. I think that's the thing. It is very real.
It's
And
real.
now in society, with all these things, with all the platform, with all the social media,
Right.
Yeah.
seeing it, how we only see the highlights of people because that's what people
Exactly.
post. They are gonna
Right.
post your highlights. They are not gonna
Yeah.
post your lows.
Of
No,
course
of
not.
course not.
Of
You know,
course
so
not.
it's
Of
like
course not.
Well, and maybe it's also a good reminder to the outside people to not put so much pressure on one person to represent
everything.
a whole group of people, you know, because like
Exactly.
maybe she felt just such immense pressure as being like a woman, being like on the older end of a woman in pageantry.
Exactly.
And then like also she's like a lawyer, but then, you know, like she's representing Black females, and like she was probably just feeling like so much like
Pressure.
pressure,
Pressure.
like
For sure.
Exactly.
like the whole
Exactly.
world was expecting her to be the face of all of these things.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
it's a good reminder for all of us to not just like put all of that on one person.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.